Alright, so with this video I wanted to do something a little bit different. This is a game where I actually played relatively well, but there were a lot of mistakes I made, and a lot of mistakes the other team made as far as positioning goes, and I think this is a good game to get a little bit further into it because... Oh, hold on, let me change the... Can I change the settings? Hold on. Change the sound a little bit. Here we go. That way you can hear me a little bit better. I'm not trying to talk over the game. Alright, yeah, right here, that was kind of annoying. That Jan and I didn't see her there. So yeah, I'm just gonna start here. My plan here is really, I was playing with my friend Ash here, Eduardo. He was playing Ash on my account. I was on my normal account. Ugh. Yeah, so my plan was to try to get him fed to gank bot, but also, you know, that plan doesn't always work out. It's not really a whole lot going on right now. It's just pretty standard stuff. This Yi is really scary throughout this game. You're gonna see that he kind of goes crazy. So right here, they saw the Yi was there, they saw he got first blood right here, and they also saw that he had taken... We just noticed he had taken this Rift Scuttler, and bot didn't back off, so he died there. There's a couple of times where I just waste time, and I think, well, we'll see. I won't get ahead of myself here. So with Jax, you're not really going to want to gank before level 3, but you can gank early, but you have to use your flash, because you start W, this is just a Jax specific thing. You start W, or not W, but you start E, which is his stun, and then I move on to W, which gives me more damage, helps my clear. His Q is the little hop, and it doesn't really do very much damage, so Q is what I level up last. So what's going on here? So a couple of things to notice that I'm paying attention to. I'm noticing how pushed up Talon is. I'm noticing how pushed up Urgot is. So right here, he makes a really good play. I just kind of clean up. He's able to... Here, I'll go back a little bit so you can see it. So this is what happens. So he flashes over here, he goes level 2 deep, and he outplays him pretty hard. He takes too many turret shots, and I just come over there to clean it up. I mean, I barely had any time to notice that Yi was there. But they burned everything, and he told me that the things he had burned. And I noticed that Wukong's trying to back, right? So this is something that I noticed right away. I see that he's trying to back, he's low on health, and this is all the way pushed up, which means it could get damage on this turret. So this is something that I want to gank to at least get him off. If not, try to get a kill. But I have a stun, and he has a knock-up, so it can work out. And it does. So I know that Yi's probably coming. Because he's been on top of shit this whole game. Trying to counter gank, send top the lanes. And he's been counter jungling too. He counter jungles throughout this entire game. It's actually interesting to see what happened in other lanes. Things I wasn't looking at before. This camera moves around a lot though, Looks like they're doing really well. So I want to dive here. He's telling me not to, but I'm like, why not? Why not? And this is when I waste time, because I should have just committed to it one way or the other. I should have just jumped right on her. That was just a waste of time. And in the meantime, Yi's up here taking my raptors. He hits level 6 and I'm still level 3. I'm pretty sure he hits level 6. Let's see. Level 5 and I'm level 3. Or level 4. Yeah, see, look at all this time I wasted. This is a huge mistake. If you're gonna commit to a play, just commit to a play. And I didn't. I stuck around way too long. And, you know, the clock is ticking as far as my experience goes, and that's really important. And Yi's over there taking my jungle camps. Because he saw me down here. He knows that I left. This lane's pushed up, so it's probably gonna be ganked. Maybe not. They're really low, so probably sees that. And I saw Yi bot, right? So I know that I can get this. Anytime you know the jungler is on the other side of the map, you want to at least get these since they're worth a lot of gold and experience. It allows me to catch up to his level 6. And then I see him here. And at that point, it's way too late for me to be able to do anything. So I just have to rely on Talon being able to hop over walls really well. And in the meantime, I'm going to do some counter jungling of my own. This is actually really standard stuff. It's just not something you're going to see in bronze games a lot. So if you do something like this, it'll actually set you miles apart. But it's all about getting vision on people. You can't just go into someone's jungle and place deep wards like this if you don't know where they are. If it's a risk, if ever it's a big risk for you to enter someone else's jungle to place a ward or take one of their camps, then you really shouldn't do it, because chances are it's not going to be worth it. And he ends up taking this dragon. Which, it was an ocean drake. I mean, it's still a pretty good dragon, but could be a lot worse. So I guess we kind of traded his 2 jungle camps for Ocean Drake. This Wukong was actually pretty good. This Yi ended up camping him though. So I saw Yi went top, so I decided to go bottom. This Yi was probably jungling a little bit smarter though. He was probably pathing a lot smarter because he went to gank top so that he could get an objective. I went to gank bottom to get them ahead and then also maybe get this turret. Yeah. And that's how they get the heralds. We kill both of them, we get both kills, but we traded it for a Rift Herald. Here comes Zed. I think Talon dies here. So I don't overcommit there, I get out right away. Because I don't know if Talon has Ignite, or not Talon, but Zed has Ignite. He just used ult, but I'm not sure if he used W, so he's still pretty deadly without... I mean, what does he have? Yeah, so he's got a serrated Dirk Warhammer. He definitely has more damage than I do at this point, I just have a Sheen. Wukong's fending for himself here. He's getting ganked and ends up getting a kill on Master Yi. So that was a bit of a misplay on Master Yi. He's had a couple of those where he dives and it didn't work out for him. And since Yi is dead, I take his Raptors. And I know Zed was just here. Got the kill on Talon, and he's missing from here, so I have enough time to take this. With this lane pushing, that's another thing to consider, is mid lane's pushing, so it's just that should just add a sense of security to the situation of going into this jungle, knowing that your mid laner will get there first. Alright, let's see what happens here though. Alright, so once I notice E's there, I know that we're outnumbered. Or it's at least even, plus they have their own turret, so we're not going to be able to really do too much. He uses W to get away, which I actually say that in chat, that he wasted his W. This E's hanging around down there, huh? I don't know why they stayed so pushed up here. Oof. Ult done. That was a nice ult there by Ashe. This turret's gonna be taken. I'm on my way up. I just saw Yi bot, so this is safe to gank. That Wukong another kill. So you can see this game, what I like about this game, what made it so much fun is that it was so even. When one jungler was doing something on one side of the map, another jungler was doing something on the other side of the map. The lanes were pretty even for the most part. There was no lane that was like really dominating the other lane. So in games like this that are really even, it all comes down to, well, in this game at least, it came down to the team fights late game. Oh my god, why did he stay? He didn't even have his Q off cooldown yet. He should have at least waited for that, but damn, that sucks. That must have felt really bad. So they actually have a pretty significant lead with 2 turrets to none. So this is where I come, I'm on my way. Oh, stopwatch, I think. Interesting. Wasted my E there. I'm caught up in kills when I'm behind on farm. I think I get caught out here. Yeah. This is a pretty nice dive by Wukong though. Oh, I thought he got the kill here. Maybe not. Nope. Talon does, that's right. Oh, what the hell? So this Wukong late game, right, was by far, I think, the worst player as far as judgment calls. Yeah. Alright. Taking my red. Alright, you're a dick. This is where I find out I was about to give it to Ash. So he literally just took it. He didn't place a ward though. Oh, he did place a ward, so he saw me there. Ah, what a dick. So yeah, it looks like we're behind. It looks like it's not doing well. They have all 3 of our turrets. So, this early game's kinda falling apart. And I think it's really because of the objective focus. Like, win to gank, really. Like, he ganked, got the Herald. He ganked, got the Dragon. So at this point we're playing catch up and we're giving away another Ocean Drake uncontested. I think we catch up right here though. And that Zed gets another kill, huh? Oh, we got another turret. I noticed they're here. So I take this one. Oh, I tried to. Urgot's PP saves the tower. And that's when I see them moving up this river from these 2 wards. So I'm like, oh shit. And I try to like stick close to the wall in case they pop out at me. And right here, this is kind of a misplay, a little bit of an arrogance thing. Like, this was probably a bad call. I walk into this bush and I see him, and then I decide to fight him. He ults, but I have my E. My E does a lot of, it throws damage in his face, but yeah. Then they try to chase him down, he's not there. That death was just completely a bad call to like, oh, he's caught out here, you know, I should fight. When, as Jax, I can easily get away from a fight. I can stun him, I can hop onto a ward, I can hop over to my teammates. I could have ran over to my teammates and they could have helped me and he would have stopped fighting. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, but his overstay here is kind of crazy. Are you gonna die? Oh. I think that's when I was pinging, like, hey, help. Because Ash over here completely didn't notice this Yi walk down. Oh man, he gets ulted on. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Looking grim. It looks like they have the game in their hands. So let's see. I'm actually eager to see now watching this replay how they throw it, like what they do to lose this huge lead that they have. Like they should really be pushing this lead further and ending the game, but they're not. They don't. They end up losing this game, so. But you can see, if you notice one thing that's different from the games that you play in Bronze, lower Elos, and like even lower Silver, like Silver 5, 4, 3, is they're grouping for objectives, right? So these guys are staying together in case our team is there. They don't have vision on our team, kind of thing. This Talon, we're pushing. Oh. And trades a kill. This Wukong goes down there to finish the turret, maybe. Okay, kind of sloppy. I think at this point we should defend their push. Yeah, so Urgot pushes top lane all the way up. He does get the turret though, but yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to defend this. Alright, Wukong's coming. Let's see if a fight breaks out. We should try to fight. Alright, he ults onto there. He gets stunned and knocked up. Yeah, Zed ults right onto the Ashe. And then here I'm like, we need to fight. And death on the support. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Jack's just so useful in peeling during team fights. And then we go straight onto the Baron. All of us immediately go to the Baron. I don't have to convince anybody. I don't have anyone saying, what? Why? No, don't do Baron right now. Don't do Baron. I don't have any of that. I just have, yes, do Baron. Like, yeah, they have 3 members alive, right? But we just got 2 kills up top. 3 kills up top. And we're right next to Baron. I mean, it's a pretty obvious call. We outnumber them. They get an Ocean Drake though. which is good. See, and that's another thing too, is you see their team went straight to the dragon because they know that we just did Baron and back. So they like, okay, we get a consolation prize. We get a Baron. Now here, right here, I know that Misfortune was caught out because I have vision. I had vision on Urgot and Yi and Janna, so I knew she was caught out. She was alone, and we had our whole team. Notice how we're moving together. We got Talon on the outskirts, which is good. So they go over onto the Urgot to zone him away. And we clean that up nicely, and now we have the Baron. So the Baron is how we turned it around. We got the play where they overstayed up top, they didn't rotate, and they died. Oh, that Ash Arrow would have been nice. We don't stay, which would be crazy, we don't stay. We go over here, wait in this bush in case they decide to be dumb and run over here, which she's smart, she doesn't do that, because she knows we could be waiting in here. And this also is a way of just adding pressure to over here. Oh, the Talon stays and dies. He doesn't leave with the team, so that's a mistake. I think I die here because I didn't start backing early enough, yeah. Yeah. And see, they're pinging Wukong for help because he's split pushing and they're clearly pushing mid and bot, and I'm dead, so it would be 3v5 trying to defend this, and that's ridiculous. That's another thing too, is they immediately push straight up to the tower when one person is dead because they know they outnumber us. So this is another mistake I made. We had death timers, as you can see over here. And I was trying to get down to kill the inhib, and then I realized I couldn't. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna push that top wave. But I didn't continue paying attention to the death timers. Which I should have, because they're all up now. So I thought I had enough time to push this down to the turret. I don't even get it to the turret before I get caught out. And I'm alone, so this is such a typical thing we see all the time. Is I'm split pushing alone. Well, you got a fed Master Yi who can just come and destroy me. Yeah, he's 8-4, I'm 10-5, but he's got a lot of gold. He's been farming these lanes the whole time. Luckily they get this kill, but the only thing is, again, they're not with the team. They know that, so them as a team, they rush over here. And Ash gets got out. As you can see on the map, there's 3 top. They might be pushing top. Mid needs to be pushed out. So since they're not top, I go mid. Ugh. So right now, I stopped and I started paying attention to where the 80 carry was to peel for the 80 carry. But it didn't matter. But Wukong over there, he's alone. So I'm like, alright, well you might as well try to take this turret. And we're all like, oh my god, where's Wukong in this fight? And we know they backed. And I'm telling them, they all backed, hey, they all backed. But he decides to dive this Janna anyway. So that's why it's such an important thing to look at the map to see where they are. Did they back? Are they coming to stop me right now? Is it safe to do what I'm doing? And he doesn't have that ability. That player lacks that ability. Which kind of is detrimental. It it at least, I mean, I did the same thing earlier in this game, so I can't be too harsh. But people getting picked like that prevents you from being able to push out too far, which is another thing you notice here, is none of us are pushing out past the river when we're outnumbered. So now we got everyone up. Now we need to group and push a lane. Everyone is grouping. This is how it should go. Ideally, we'd want to get bot, but they keep coming mid. I'm not sure what Talon's doing over there. Maybe he's hoping someone will face check that push. I don't really know. What's going on with Wukong? Oh, he has to walk away from Yi. So they're trying to push here. I think when we group as 5, we do a lot better. The Urgot's scary because he's really tanky. But if he gets stunned, or if Yi, who wants to kill Ashe, if he gets stunned, then he can't be an assassin and kill everybody. So here we don't go in, we stop, and we wait because Wukong back to buy an item. That flash was a little crazy. See, everyone's pinging him to be careful. See, I see E come in, and so I stun him immediately. That's my goal here. That's how you peel for the carries. As soon as I see E come in, I know he's gonna kill the carries the fastest. That was some good Zed work right there, but this is a free Baron, so we just go straight to the Baron. No delays, we all go to Baron. So that's the role I played, is keeping Ashe and Nami alive in that fight. Because, as you can see, if it's clear that if you didn't have anyone peeling for them, no one to jump on, like, no one to be a guardian, so to speak, to the carries in that situation, then they both would have died very quickly from that E. So here the Elder Dragon spawning. Basically we just want to get vision on it, make sure they're not doing it, and then we can do it ourselves. So a mistake they made is they were all chasing the Wukong down there. While we were doing Elder, so that's pretty funny. You could see Yi, I believe that was Yi, was pinging for help on that dragon there, and no one else came. They all chased Wukong, which Wukong did die, but that's interesting. He actually got flamed for dying there, but he kind of gave us that Elder. So I don't know. I'd almost call that worth, but we don't continue pushing mid there. You see, you notice that? We don't continue pushing mid because we're outnumbered. So we gotta wait for Wukong. That's why we back up. We don't push that wave. Instead, we farm, try to put vision down. I'm gonna wait for Wukong. So I'm back to buy an item. He's got like 3 seconds on his death timer. Yeah, he's up, so we can both run at the same time. So here we just need a group together and push a lane. I think 1-3-1 is not going to work here. We don't have a good composition for it, and they have assassins that can do a lot of damage. So the lane that we should be pushing is bot lane. Okay, Urgot, we see the teleport coming in, fight's breaking out. Yi jumps on the AD carry immediately. This is when he needs to stop. Yeah, so I stop him immediately. We got the GA. Not too much I can do here. tried to get away. And then I tried to outplay this and then kill the misfortune, but I was one hit away. That Zed is so annoying. See, again though, like, he got the inhib there, which is good. It's good that he got the inhib there. But we would have won that fight, and I feel like we would have gotten so much more if he was grouped with us. So this is another example of, well, now we have more people dead than them. We had Elder and we had Baron buff, so any fight that we got into would have been a winning fight for us, but at least he got the inhibitor. It just stalled out the game a lot more. Yet again. And this is when I see shit's about to pop off mid, so I need to come protect Ash. That's my goal. This is the fight. Take out Janna. Take out Zed. Take out Urgot. And then this guy right here is Yi. Take him out. And then we just end the game here. Luckily, we were able to take out that Yi, and he couldn't do any damage while my E is up, which is why I like Jax as a champion so much. And I have Warmog's armor, which is why I'm getting my health back so quickly. That was that last item I got. And that's it.